here in town that just released a bunch of friends of mine, actually. And so it's a touchy subject, right? But at the end of the day, you guys, let me get my chat on here. At the end of the day, we need to talk about this, because what I do and what I talk about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is how to get families into a good place financially so they have enough income streams coming in that they're not left. If something drastic happens to one of their income streams, the rest of them can keep them up, can keep them okay, right? So let's go ahead and talk about how to make yourself invincible. I almost said invisible. That's not what you want. You don't want to be invisible. So hang on just a second here. Morning, Deb. Morning, Talita. Morning, Anne. Okay, so you guys, the way that you're going to be able to make yourself invincible is you have to make it not matter. Okay? You have to be so dang confident in what you have going on. And I'm not talking about just your skill set at your corporate job, you guys. I think that a lot of people see the stuff that I do, because I always talk about working from home, because we work like, I don't know, 10 to 15 hours a week, maybe. And that's on all of our income streams, right? So that's just sort of the lives that we live, or that we've worked ourselves into. But I think that people sometimes misunderstand what I'm saying and think I'm saying, okay, just work from home. That's all you should ever do. Now, yeah, you move into that place if you want to. I'm very comfortable in that place. I love it. However, there are some people that still want to have the corporate job, right? And that's totally okay too. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying have that as one of your income streams. Okay, not all of your income streams. There's nothing scarier, and I don't care if that's where you have your insurance and whatever, right? There's nothing scarier ever than relying on one thing and putting all of your eggs in that basket and needing for that basket to be safe. Here's the thing. If you don't own the company and you don't make the decisions, if you aren't at the table when they're making decisions, you need something else in addition to that. You need other things in your life, right? You need to have side gigs, and side gigs a side gig is not a bad thing, you guys, okay? A side gig is so here's something that I teach, and it's many eggs in many baskets, right? And that's where you have, maybe you do affiliate marketing. Maybe you sell your own stuff. Maybe you have an Etsy shop or something like that. Maybe you do consulting. Maybe you do coaching. Maybe you do network marketing. Maybe you do investing. Maybe you invest in multifamily real estate, right? Like maybe you do all sorts of these things, right? Maybe if you're doing a little of all of those things, you're not only completely wise, okay? But what you're doing is, instead of your money coming in and sitting in the bank, which is where I used to be there too, I would see the money come in and I would see it sit in the bank, and then I would see it go again. And then it would come in and it would sit in the bank, and then it would go again, right? But when you get to the point where you're building up these different income streams, the money comes in and then it just starts doing this, right? Well, here's the thing. Whenever it starts doing this, your money needs to go out and get a job, okay? So you have a job, your money needs to get a job, and then be able to also be bringing in money, okay? So like I said, we work about like 10 to 15 hours a week, but a lot of the money that comes in with our income streams, I don't do anything on a daily basis for it. It's like it's doing its own thing, right? So then what I choose to do is I basically, in the 10 to 15 hours that I work a week, I basically just show up in service. I show up and I answer people's questions. I support them. I help them on their own way. Here's the thing, you guys. What you really need to think about if you are wanting to make yourself invincible in the economy period, not even just in corporate America, you guys, in the economy period, what you need to do is you need to think about what you love. And I know it sounds cliche, but here's the deal. I was told a very long time ago that I wasn't going to be, this is when I first started my own thing. I was told a long time ago that I wasn't going to be able to show up in service the way that I do for people and make a living doing it. Okay. That's completely wrong. And I'm not like, that guy was wrong that told me that and da da da. He was wrong. He wasn't being malicious in being wrong, but he was stating his own limitations. He couldn't do that. He hadn't found out the way to do that. Okay. So what I'm saying to you right now, if you're wanting to be invincible in today's economy, tomorrow's economy, heck, if you want to build an economy around yourself, which is what I teach people to do, if you want to do that, you need to start with how you want to show up. Who do you want to serve? How do you want to give back? If your focus is on dollars the entire way, if you're just like, I want a Bentley, right? And I want all of this stuff and blah, 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 right? Okay, maybe. Oh, cool. Somebody's calling me right now. Is that still, maybe I'm still on? I don't know, whatever. It's a goal. It's a goal, right? But here's the deal is if service is your goal and if showing up for people where they are and helping them push the needle from point A to point B, how can I help you get from point A to point B? What do I know? What have I gone through in my life where I can help you get from point A to point B, right? Or do you create things? Are you a creator, right? Are you an artist? Do you, like a friend of mine makes dolls for kids and they're adorable and she loves doing it. Like what are the things that you're doing, right? What sets you on fire in a way that nothing else does, where you can wake up in the morning and know, man, I'm going to show up in this way. And then if you still want to go to your corporate job, then go to your corporate job. Who cares? Who cares is the part, right? That's what you need to remember. If you want to go to your corporate job and that's some extra income, cool. It's extra income. But you guys, if the bottom drops out, you don't. Okay? If the bottom drops out of your corporate gig, you're still good. That's what matters to me. You guys, the reason that I teach families to be able to create these different income streams is because my belief is this. My belief is that if you make ends meet, my belief is that if your bills are paid, my belief is that if your anxiety from finances are completely gone, you will live in a space of service to others forever and ever. Amen. If you are taken care of, you will show up and serve. You will live from your heart. You will give back to the community around you, and we will create a new world around us. Trust me, I see it happening already, okay? That is my true and honest belief for everyone on the planet. Anytime that I've ever, and this was long ago, but anytime that I've ever defaulted on loans to family members and stuff like that, wasn't because I was being a jerk. It's because I couldn't afford it, right? If we create these different income streams, we can afford things and then we can bless people around us and then we can show them how to do it. And then we can all start living in a place of massive purpose. You guys. And then if you're working for your corporate job, that's totally okay. But it's not so scary and it's not so stressful. And maybe if you feel dread pulling into the parking lot every morning, I used to do that. If you feel dread pulling into the parking lot every morning, then you know you can make another choice because your whole life doesn't hinge on those doors that you walk into, right? You could pull into the parking lot for the 5th morning in a row, feel that dread and that like, oh, I don't want to be here, right? You can feel that and then you can make a choice and say, you know what? Yeah, this isn't serving me right now. And I can make choices because I have different income streams. You guys, it matters. People don't tell you this stuff. They don't teach you this stuff. I'm not even going to talk about how much we make. It's ridiculous, you guys, but you can do it. And you can do it in a place of service to other people, okay? So basically, in the end, the equation looks like I serve you, I show up for you, I help you do better, and then I, in return, also get to do better. It's a win-win scenario, okay? It's true. It can happen, all right? Let me see what kind of messages I see here. Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there's a lot of good mornings. Oh, good morning to you guys. Let's see. Da-da-da. Just a lot of good mornings. And I say good morning to all of you. My word. Okay. Yes, exactly how I live, sister. Oh, I believe it, Casey. I believe it. Lisa, yes. Talita, amen, and yes. Angie, I love your realness. That's what works for me. There's no other place to be. What bothers me in the world, what grinds my gears, right? What bothers me in the world is the people that keep it close to their vest, right? And I think that's a poker term, but I don't know because I don't really know much about poker. But it's like keeping your cards close to your chest or your vest. I don't know. They rhyme, and I don't know which one it actually is. And that's my thing. But anyway, people that know this stuff, they don't tell people, right? It's almost like they want to be at the top of their own mountain. You guys, I don't care to be at the top of my own mountain. The only way I want to be at the top of my own mountain is if everybody is up there with me. What fun is it to be at the top of your own mountain by yourself, right? I want everybody to win. Every family on the planet deserves to be able to win at this, period. It grosses me out for there to be any other option. Let me see. Juliet, it does matter. Absolutely. When I see the road leading to my school, a wave of dread washes over me. I believe that. You got to think about that. Think about how that stuff affects you. Natasha, blessing my friends. That's my dream. Boom. Juliet, love it. Being of service to others is so uplifting and good for your soul. Amen to that. Angela, I love my work life. No pulling in and hating your job. Right. Help others and live your life loving it. Amen. Multiple streams of income breed wealth. Yep, you got it. Kayla, hey, hello. Paul, do what you love. Yes. Sarah, go freaking figure. You're live and I missed the beginning. The last 30 seconds I caught were fire though. It's okay, it'll be on here. Lisa, money that has a job. Are you referring to investing in the market? There's many investments that you can make. To have your money go get a job. So there's lots of investments that you can do. We'll talk about that. I have in the description of this video, I have a link to a group where I kind of geek out on all of this stuff. The group started not that long ago, so you're not going to see a ton in there. However, there's a training on how to make more money in less time, like spend less time making more money. There's a training on that in the units section. And then there's also a challenge, and I believe it was 6 days, but it was how to build an audience that wants what you have, authentically wants what you have. So there's that too. Talita, you're such a great leader. And the reason I found you, someone from Instagram told me to find you and follow you. Oh man, that's awesome. Stephanie, it's all about your energy. You have to wake up and bring it. It's what we were designed to do. Be your best self so we can help others be their best self. Yes. Angela, everyone can be on the mountain. Exactly. Natasha, cards to your chest, Martha. Haha, not bad. Okay, thank you. Talita, thank God for that person. I'm trying to find that person to thank her. Oh, that's awesome. Michelle, I want everyone to win at this. Such a great quote. There's no reason, there's no reason for just one person to win at this thing. There's just no, it's so dumb. Amy, can't wait to not have to walk into my office for the corporate job. Right. All I can do is think about retirement. I don't want to think like that. Right. You swear, or you wear your vest on your chest. So technically you're both. Oh my goodness. Seeing others succeed because I serve them gives me pure joy. Exactly. Exactly. Breaking the stigma of mental health is my end goal. Yes. This product and helping people brings me so much happiness. Boom. I love your shelf. Yeah. Let's see. I want to bless others, but I also want the freedom of not having to go to my job. I love my job, but it's not the same anymore. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way about where you work, you guys. Like it's all right. And again, I'm not saying, quit your job and just work from home and da-da-da-da-da. Now, did I do that? Yeah. Was it scary as heck? Yeah. Yeah, it was. But I wouldn't have changed anything. I wouldn't have changed anything. Not a single thing. Lynn, I do want to do random acts of kindness anonymously, like paying off people's loans and other things to lighten the loads of others. Amen. I love that. Tracy, just getting started with your program. Awesome. Juliet replying, oh, that was a Lynn. Okay. Oh, you guys are the best. Paul, I am still going to college. Whoops. To get a job doing what I love while doing Young Living and investing in rental houses. There you go. Rental houses are good. I want to quit my job. I'm ready to do what I love. See, and if you were to go on to Google anywhere, you would see people saying, well, here's how you quit your job and brr, right? And then you would take their course and then you would be like, it doesn't really help me, right? Because what people do is they do all these non sequitur things. They'll say like, well, you do this and you do this and you do this. And at the end of the day, here's the truth. There are a few people in the world that actually know what they're doing when it comes to this. And those few people, I'm actually one of those people at this point. I'll go ahead. I got that swagger. I am one of those people at this point. But other people will mock or mimic what they do and what they say, and then they'll act like it's their own message. But they can't back it up and actually teach you how to do things because they haven't done it and they don't really know. All they know is how to mimic and be a mockingbird, right? So that's kind of the scary part about going into the Googles and being like, how do I start my home business, right? Because you'll end up with you'll spend hundreds of dollars, waste, I don't even know, hundreds of hours of time, and then realize at the end of all of that it wasn't even the right path to go down. But anyway, Lisa, in all real, what is a person's first step? What action needs to be done first to get this ball rolling? So that's what I was talking about earlier. The very first thing that you need to do is you need to think of how you want to serve, right? How you want to show up, how you want to move the needle from point A to point B. It's so simple, people overlook it. It's so simple that people are like, no, it needs to be more difficult than that. It's absolutely not. Okay. How do you serve? How do you move somebody from point A to point B? How can you do that? That's the very first thing that you need to think about. And then also jump into my group so we can talk about it some more. Okay, cool. I am going to pop out of here. 20 minutes. Man, that's all right. Okay. You guys have the best day. I almost said the awesome day. So I'm putting an article in front of awesome, and I'll do that. I'm just going to do that. You have the awesome day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.